Hi, welcome to IronHistory.com. So you're probably here because you're interested in the history of either bodybuilding or weightlifting or old-time strongmen. Maybe you found us on social media or maybe just heard about us from a friend. So we are, in my opinion, the largest website with the largest archive of information regarding the iron game, history of exercise and fitness, and all those type of barbell-related activities on the internet. We've been around since 2003. Joe Rourke, the historian, started this, and I have taken it over. And welcome. So when people join this website, sometimes they don't know where to start. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little tour, kind of showing you around the website, so that you won't feel so intimidated. We have a lot of members, but we also have a lot of members that just look at our stuff, and sometimes they don't participate, sometimes they're intimidated, sometimes they don't think they have anything relevant to say. We're just looking for anyone who wants to enjoy the site, to add to the site, whether from own personal experiences, their opinions on something, if they have any things in their collection they want to share, we'd love to have that too. So let me show you around the site. So if you first signed in and I've been approved your membership, you're probably in this section right here. So this is the home screen. And if you look at it, you can see it has a lot of different message boards, a lot of different categories. So it might be kind of hard to figure out where to start. So you're right here, probably in this registration area, and in this welcome new members. So you're all these people who will be welcome when they come in, and you probably have a welcome message. You may be reading this in the welcome message right now. I ask, if you are reading this message, give us a little story. Tell us what brought you here. Okay, it's nice to, we're a small knit community. We all use our real names, so it would be nice to see who you are. So if you're here, okay, and you want to start looking around, so what I would do is click on the upper left here on the home screen. Okay, now what are you interested in? So let's go down. So we have registration. This is if you want to donate. It just tells you how to donate. You don't have to. We only ask for $20 a year. It just basically helps pay for the upkeep of the site, not just basically the server fees. So this is just for news and announcements. It's something special. We need to tell some announcement. We're closing, we're opening, we're updating. You don't need to go there too often. Now here are the main categories that people spend a lot of time in. So Muscle Search, which was named after Joe Rourke's old Iron History newsletter in the 1980s, has a lot of different sections. So let's click on that. So on top here, our treasure chest, this is, you'll see bodybuilding, weightlifting, powerlifting, Iron History reference books, and strongman. So this is a lot of sections. If you have an old book, an old magazine, something you're looking for or want to share, we have tons and tons of old magazine scans on here. So you can click on here. Here are the different categories, and then sometimes things don't fit in those categories, and you can just post on this the kind of the generic iron treasure chest site. So how do you post? Well, always on every screen here, there's something on the corner here that says Start New Topic. So you click on that, Start New Topic, and upper right. You type in whatever you want to type about. Arnold. Okay. Arnold heart issues, whatever it is. Okay. And then you type out what you want here, and you hit submit. If you're on whatever category you're in, so right now the iron treasure chest, I just went back. That would have been posted down here. If you think it's more relevant to bodybuilding, you can click on bodybuilding and put it here. Look, first one here, Arnold's earliest appearance in UK USA magazine. So David C. New is an old member, and he's actually done research on early Arnold Schwarzenegger appearances and has corrected a lot of the early competitions Arnold had in Austria, that in Europe, that aren't really listed anywhere else. So let's go back. So how do we go back? Look up here. It tells you where you are. Iron History, Muscle Search, Iron. So let's go back all the way to Muscle Search, okay? So again, here we are. A lot of different categories. We have iron curves, wound of iron. Something about women you want to post, you can put it there. Lifting and flexing, all matters discussing the iron game. So this is weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman, 1940s and onward, because we do have another section for old-time strongman. So I've made it kind of before 1940. United Kingdom, we have some lifters and some collectors from the UK, so we made a section just for them. Also had a lot of health and strength magazines, and just a lot any of the history from there. Lifelines, that's just we keep track of people's deaths and births, and we write it there. Red pencil history, that's just if you find something you find is incorrect, you can put it here. People will sometimes use this if they feel like iron quizzery. So if you just want to, you have some piece of trivia, you want to quiz people, sometimes people do that for fun. And then we have profiles. If you want to, sometimes people like Joe will write a little profile about someone. Hemingway, these are just random thoughts, and people sometimes will write kind of like a little fictional biography or a story about their own life. You can put it there. Training talk, old-time wrestling, drug talk. We don't do a lot of drug talk here, but when it's related to history, it's okay. And other sports. So that's a lot of different categories. When people first post, they may be worried about, oh, am I putting it in the right category? There seems to be some overlap on categories. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Okay, if you're in the wrong category, it happens all the time. If it's really wrong and I think it belongs somewhere else, I will move it, but it doesn't matter at all. Okay, just put wherever you think is most relevant. And yes, there is some overlap. So let's go back to Iron History. This is the main page. Again, here's Muscle Search we were just in. Underneath it, we got Musty Muscle, Old Time Strongman. So this is 1940s and before. All right, and just Old Time Strongman. There's a few subcategories where I have taken all the posts from all over the website, 20 plus years of posts, and I've condensed them from easier viewing. So we have the Peerless Sandow. So everything related to Sandow. We have 1,200 posts on Sandow. Here's Arthur Saxon. We have 750 posts. Herman Gorner, almost 2,000 posts. Gerardo Bonini is a historian. He's made a whole series some years back about some lost history that's there. Also, Joe has scanned all of the Kings of Strength, which were Dave Willoughby's magazine articles about the history of that game. Anvil, Horseshoes, and Cannons, also rarely famous rare books, and they're completely scanned there as well. So we have just so much here that you'll spend a lifetime going through it. Now this is a popular one, especially nowadays, Old Iron Depot and Exchange Vintage Weights. So we've had weight collectors here for 20 years. I know it's very popular nowadays, the past few years since COVID. But this is where a lot of people, the collectors, started getting their information. So we've separated some of the categories, and I will continue to separate. We have a whole York barbell, Bob Hoffman, Jackson barbell, Andy Jackson, Milo barbell, and Weeder. This is not just their weights, but everything related to them. So we see we have 4,000 posts on Bob Hoffman. We have more information about York barbell and Bob Hoffman you'll find anywhere on the internet. And really all these categories, to be honest, you won't find this much information anywhere. So there's that, and then we have records, people, and just other topics, off topics. Sometimes people are friends here; they want to discuss other things, and they can discuss it there as well, as long it doesn't relate to things we don't want to fight over, religion, politics, or porn. Yeah. So as you can see, even me trying to tell you quickly, this is a lot of information. So where do you start? Well, you can go to any of those categories, but I'm going to show you some other things. So we have a really robust search engine. So you go to the upper right corner over here, all right, and you can see this forum. You can search that. This is the whole forum, but let's say let's go to York Barbell, Bob Hoffman. So I skipped right here. These are all York Barbell, 12 pages of this, but I want to search within there. Let's see, whatever we want to search for, Grimmick. Okay, and this can be searched just as forums. It says right next to it, this forum, if you look upper right. If you click on that, you can see all different categories. So let's just do this forum. I'm going to type Grimmick. I'm going to hit the little search button there. Why? There it goes. It took a little second there. So we got 42 results, okay, in the York Barbell with just Grimmick. So somewhere in each of those it says the name Grimmick, okay? Now what if I really was trying to be more specific? If we do a search, you can see underneath it says Grimmick in content titles only. So that would be just in the title. So someone's just doing it. So let's click on that. Okay, we have 0 results in there. Now that's not true for everywhere. Okay, I'm going to do everywhere now instead of just on here because we haven't moved Grimmick stuff yet. Watch, there's going to be posts on Grimmick. So here it is. There's 3,254 results on Grimmick. And if I want to put just in content titles only, I click on that. And here we got 265 results of things started with Grimmick. Okay. Now let's do a little bit more. Over here, underneath search again, you can see also more search options. What if you had something specific you were looking for? Something that maybe a little more difficult to find. So let's say like when Grimmick tried to, I think he lifted the Rolando bell. So I'm going to type in Grimmick Rolando, okay? Now that might be confusing, right? Because it's not exactly what I'm looking for. All right, but what it's showing me everything that's Grimmick or Rolando. Now if I had a phrase like your barbell, look underneath here. See how it says the phrase Grimmick Rolando? That's not what we want. But then after it says Grimmick and Rolando. Yeah, so I want all the things that say both of them. Right now it's showing me all the things that say either of them. So I'm going to say Grimmick and Rolando. Okay, I got 0 results. So that means that, am I in searching everywhere? Yes. So we don't have anything about Grimmick and Rolando Bell. That's pretty rare, actually. We usually have something about everything. Let's go and let's see, more search options. So right now we're searching in content titles only. See that right here? So what if I switch that right here to content titles and body? So that's going to search the whole website for Grimmick and Rolando. Let's try that, see what happens. And you also can do it by date if you know something you're specifically looking for. And here also it says, look, all of my search term words. I could switch that to any, but that's not specific enough. So I want it to be both those words. So I'm going to keep it as it is, right? And now we have here, we have 23 results at some post that has Grimmick and Rolando mentioned in them. Okay, so you can search through it that way. So that's one way to do it. So that's how you should use the search engine. And you can spend literally a year doing this and not read everything. There's so much information on here. So one other thing I want to show you that a lot of people do, including myself, we come here daily or almost daily, kind of want to see what people are up to. So what I do is I go, let's just say go back to home. It doesn't matter. Up here, you say activity. I'm going to click on that, and you can say all activity up here also. And then this is going to post in order, okay, all the newer posts. So in order from top to bottom, the newest, and down are the posts. And you can see people who like things. You can see who reacted to it, because you can like it or comment on it. Though we prefer comments, but it's nice to like something as well. And you can just see what people are talking about now. Now, you don't have to comment. In fact, you shouldn't only comment on things that are being talked about now. If you find something that is 10, 15, 20 years old, okay, and it was interest to you, it is very kind and courteous to not only like it, but also put a comment like, that was helpful, oh, this is a great post, or something like that. And what will happen is that 20-year-old post will now come up to the top of this activity post, and now everyone else who is looking at all activity, the newest post, will see your comment, and now this 20-year-old post, other people read it and will start commenting on it again. So this way, that's why this keeps going. So we have posts that like every few years people will add to them, and it just, information keeps being compounded and added to. So don't be shy. If you see something, let us know. You can have, like I said, you can spend hours and hours and months and years going through all this stuff and not read it all. But welcome to Iron History. I know that might seem a little overwhelming, but this is a real fun playground that Joe Rourke created for us and I'm maintaining. So if you're interested in the history of the Iron game, there's no better place to be on the internet, in my opinion. So welcome and have some fun.